In this video, I'm going to share the 10 essentials you need for your new cat. This is going to be a quick rundown of everything you need, ideal for new cat parents. And make sure you watch till the very end so you don't miss out on the freebie. Hello, welcome back to Loki and Elena. I'm Elena, and this is Loki. I create content for cat lovers and cat ladies. So first off, I want to say congratulations. If you're watching this, you've probably decided to adopt a cat or two, or maybe you've already adopted and you need to know ASAP what exactly you need. Essential number 1 for your new fur baby is a food and water bowl. The most important thing to remember when you're picking out your food and water bowl for your cat is not to buy plastic. Plastic is a porous material that holds onto bacteria, and it's actually the number 1 reason why a lot of cats develop chin acne. When cats are constantly eating and drinking out of plastic bowls that has germs on it, they get acne on their chin. That might sound kind of weird and gross, but take a look at your cat's chin. If you see bumps and like weird oil deposits and like crusty kind of black oily residue, then your cat probably has chin acne. So you want to get bowls that are ceramic, stainless steel, or glass. Or if you're able to, I would highly recommend investing in a cat water fountain. The running water is much more natural for cats and it encourages them to drink more water. I would also recommend, if you can, investing in an automatic feeder. It will feed your cat automatically the exact amount that your cat needs if they're on a diet or something, but it's something that you can leave automated and not have to worry about it, and it'll feed your cat at the correct time and amount every day. Essential number 2 is a litter box. If you're adopting one cat, you are going to need 2 litter boxes. The rule of thumb for litter boxes is that you should have 1 litter box per cat plus 1 extra. So if you have 1 cat, you should have 2 litter boxes. If you have 3 cats, you should have 4 litter boxes. Cats are very clean animals and they will literally stop using their litter box if it's too dirty. So you do not want to have that extra mess to deal with, and you also do not want to create any bad habits. So providing plentiful, clean litter boxes is really important. There are also so many creative and aesthetic options now for litter boxes. There's all kinds of hidden litter boxes that literally just look like furniture in the corner of the room. I've seen some with plants on top of them. You would not know that it's a litter box. They also have these robot litter boxes I'm sure you've seen that will self-clean, and you do have to dispose of the trash periodically that it collects, of course, but generally the robot litter boxes run every day and they keep the smell at bay. So if you're really concerned about the smell, or if you just don't think you'll have time to clean the litter box yourself every day, which you do need to clean it every single day, then maybe consider investing in a robot litter box. And I recommend going with as large of a size as you can for your space. Cats really do like to be able to turn around and maneuver within their litter box, so a larger litter box with tall sides, it actually really helps keep the litter in. It keeps everything more clean. Here you can see the litter box cabinet that I purchased for Loki and set up in our bathroom. I really love this litter box cabinet. It has great storage. So if you want to check it out, I got it on Amazon. I'll include a link in the description. You're also going to need litter, obviously, and a poop scoop. A natural, environmentally friendly, and unscented litter is going to be best for your cat. Clay litter is not environmentally friendly and it creates a lot of dust. So consider going with one of those litters that's made of bark or newspaper or walnut shells. There's all kinds of fun things. My personal favorite is actually tofu litter. I have Loki using a brand, I think it's called Dofu or Doju. I'll show a picture of it here. It's a tofu litter. I get it at Mud Bay. I really love it because it actually smells kind of good. It smells very natural and pleasant. The odor blocking is pretty dang good, especially if your cat does bury their stuff. And it's clumping, so when your cat pees, it clumps up, so it's really easy to scoop out. Not to mention, of course, it is environmentally friendly. It also does not track, like, almost at all. Like, it doesn't get stuck between your cat's toes. A lot of those smaller, like, granular type litters really do get stuck in the cat's toes, and it'll be tracked all over your house, which is really annoying. But these pellet shaped litters, like this tofu litter that I love, it barely tracks at all, so the cleanup is much easier. And again, don't be a lazy cat parent. Please clean your cat's litter box at least once a day. Essential number 3 is the cat food itself. Think of it like this. Wet food is your priority, and dry food is just supplemental. Wet food is healthier and more natural for cats because cats are obligate carnivores. An obligate carnivore means that they need to eat meat, which in the wild is obviously full of moisture. Dry food often has a lot of fillers in it, which is not good for your cat's overall health and may decrease life expectancy. For more information on cat food and which brands I like the best, go ahead and check out this video here. Essential number 4 is a cat bed. Similar to the litter box rule, you'll want to make sure you have 1 cat bed per cat plus 1 extra. Cats like to sleep in different spots throughout the course of the day depending on temperature and noise, so you want to give them a lot of different options to choose from. Cats also use scent to mark their territory, so it's important if you have multiple cats that they have the option to at least claim certain beds for themselves and get their scent on that bed. Scent plays a very important role for your cat's overall sense of happiness, safety, and security. Essential number 5 is a scratching post. Again, like the litter box rule, you want to make sure you have at least 1 scratching post per cat plus 1 extra. Scratching is a very normal and very healthy behavior for cats. They do it to mark their territory because they do have scent glands in their feet, and they also do it to keep their claws healthy. And nowadays, when it comes to scratchers, you have so many different options. There's rope, cardboard, wood, carpet. So do a little experimenting and find out what your cat prefers. And then encourage them to play and scratch on that scratcher, and that will help to protect your furniture, which you do not want them scratching. Essential number 6 is a cat tree. This is similar to the scratching post because a lot of cat trees have scratching built into them. So ideally you can get a cat tree that also has a rope wrapped area where they can scratch. Now, why are cat trees important though? Cats love to be up high because they feel safer. So a cat tree is actually an ideal sleeping location, or any sort of bed that's up high. When selecting your cat tree, if you can afford it, taller is better, but you want to make sure it's really sturdy with a wide base so that it won't tip over. If you have a cat anything like Loki, he's going to love catapulting from the very top all the way onto your furniture down below. So there's going to be some rough housing with the cat tree that you want to be aware of. You want to make sure it has a really sturdy base. If you've already purchased a cat tree and you are having trouble with this, consider attaching a second piece of wood down underneath the base, or also consider just putting heavy objects on the base to help weigh it down. Ideally, you will place your cat tree in front of a window. This will really help keep your cat entertained because cats love to look out the windows anyways. So if you have a bed or a cat tree near a window, that is absolutely perfect. Essential number 7 are cat toys. Don't skimp on toys, and I know you won't because cats are so much fun to play with. Cats require a lot of interactive play, and especially if you only have 1 cat in the house, their full attention is gonna be on you. They're gonna look at you and expect you to play with them, which is so cute. So get some toys that look fun for you too. Playtime is bonding time with your cat. It will truly make your cat feel so happy, and they will feel much more connected to you. Anytime I get down on the floor to start playing with Loki, he loves it so much he actually starts purring. Self-play toys are also great for when you're away. I always turn on Loki's robot ball anytime I leave him alone at the apartment. Having his robot ball at least makes me feel better. I don't know if he's actually playing with it, but at least he has something. Essential number 8 is a carrier. please get a nice carrier to bring your cat home in. You want to start a positive association with your cat's carrier from day one. So a comfy cloth carrier or backpack is what I would recommend. I do not recommend the cardboard carriers, and I actually had a cat who literally ripped through the little corner and like pulled the box apart. He was so afraid to go to the vet. He was a very scaredy cat, but he literally tore the box apart. So if you've already purchased one of those very common plastic carriers, then at least put some kind of cushion or towel or blanket inside the carrier for your cat. Now, the reason why this is so important to be using cloth is because, again, your cat's scent is very reassuring to them. Make sure your carrier is big enough for your cat to turn around fully while inside, and consider giving them treats anytime they're in the carrier to boost that positive association. Your big goal here is to enable your cat to feel that their carrier is indeed a safe space. Essential number 9 is a form of identification. Please get your cat microchipped by your vet if they are not already. For Loki, I had him microchipped while he was already being neutered, so that was very efficient. Microchipping could potentially save your cat's life and at the very least get them returned to you much quicker. If your cat is going to wear a collar, make sure that you get a collar tag made to put on the collar with your contact information on it. Even if your cat is going to be indoor only and not wear a collar, you should still have a tag made with your contact information on it to attach to their harness or to their carrier. This could be really useful if you ever travel with your cat to have a tag that you can attach to their carrier. And if there's any possibility you're going to start leash training your cat, you're going to need a harness, and I really think it's important to have an identification tag attached to that harness. It's also extremely important to make sure that the collar you purchase for your cat is a safety breakaway collar. All this means is that the collar has a safety feature built in, so if the collar gets caught on something or hooked on something and your cat is pulling and pulling trying to get free, that a certain amount of pressure will actually break the collar so that the cat can get free. And cats are extremely flexible, so you never know what kind of trouble they are going to get into. I've actually seen before a cat where their arm got stuck up through the collar and the collar was under the armpit and around the neck like that, and a safety collar again would have just broken free and your cat would have been okay. So you don't want anything like that happening. And last but not least, essential number 10 is grooming tools. So this is going to be a nail clipper and a brush. With nail clipping, you want to start practicing as early as possible. You want to make sure that you handle your cat a lot and get them used to the feeling of you touching their paws. So you can hold your cat, play with them, touch their paws, massage their paws. You want to get them used to that from an early age if possible. If your cat is already a little bit older, you just want to slowly start introducing that touch. And the best time to start a nail trimming session is when you are both relaxed and maybe cuddling. You want to just do 1 or 2 claws. Even if you can't get all of the claws done in one session, that's totally fine. Maybe set a goal for yourself that you get just 1 claw trimmed a day. That is wonderful. For more information on how exactly to safely trim your cat's claws, check out this video tutorial I made here. When it comes to brushing your cat, even if your cat has really short fur, it's still good to brush them because it stimulates the oils in their skin. It's good for their skin and it's good for their fur. Now, if your cat does have long fur, grooming is actually extremely important. It is a lot of work for a cat to groom their entire body with a bunch of long fur. A lot of long-haired cats simply cannot keep up with all of the grooming required to keep their long fur in good shape. And what will happen if they cannot keep up with the grooming is that their fur will start to get matted. Matted fur is really gross and it's also really painful for the cat. It's basically a bunch of tangled up fur, a lot of like dead skin and dust and things get trapped in the mats. So the mats themselves are going to be kind of dirty and they're going to be pulling on the cat's skin, which is uncomfortable. And eventually what will happen to matted fur is that it will just completely fall out. Like the whole big matted clump will eventually fall off. So it's really important to help your cat groom by grooming them regularly with the brush. And if you do see that a mat is starting to form in your cat's fur, just go ahead and cut it out with a pair of scissors very carefully. Maybe have somebody assist you, but you want to just cut that out of there so that it doesn't continue to get any worse. Long-haired cats are also more likely to struggle with vomiting from hairballs. So helping your cat to keep up with the amount of grooming required to remove all of the dead hair, all of the shedding hair that is coming out, is really important for their overall health. If you'd like to download a free copy of this Cat Essentials checklist, I will include a link down in the description. So you can download the PDF onto your phone and look at it that way, or you can also just print it out and like physically check off items as you go shopping. And if you enjoyed this video, you are really going to love this one as well, where I break down all of the things that you really need to know before adopting a cat. So this video covered everything that you need to purchase before getting a cat, but this one covers everything you actually need to know before making this big commitment. Thank you so much for liking and commenting on this video. The engagement really helps YouTube recognize my channel and push it out to other amazing cat people like you. Subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!